Hello everybody, my name is Gravity and welcome back to Who Murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. We've interrogated Amy, we've interrogated Knuckles, we found out some things about a video game, and to think is to run like Sonic. Let's continue to this next car, which is the library car, where we're gonna find, I don't know, Vector and I think Espio is in here. But let's do this. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio, and I wanted to give you a present. Oh, excuse me. My presents! You're both so sweet, thank you! Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Wanted to join us for finding clues? Oh, the detective, pair needs help from the birthday girl. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. What? The tip is just... The what? The tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you around. What does that mean? Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, but how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? She has the master key. The birthday girl has a master key. That's right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye! Amy must be hasty, but Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I'd say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things go well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder. My social skills are non-existent. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. Yeah. And I'm Espio the Poet. I'm the raw meat he handles. Ah, poetry. A reasonable message, a resonant message from a poet. To read means to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring, can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee dee dee. What was that? I have more if you'd like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Gravity and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Sure, it's simple. We just explained to Amy, actually. When we were all set off, Rouge, Blaze, and Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup. Where was Rouge? What happened to her lips? What happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car? Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure standing over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She obviously has been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up as Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. Yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it doesn't seem Vector or Espio could have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. I'm the butcher. That's my role. My lore car is that I have a family that I need to feed, but none of them can eat meat. But I'm a butcher, so I have to make money by chopping up meat, and then I take home vegetarian things for them. And if you'd like to be serenaded by a poem, I've got you covered. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they were saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. We're gonna start on this side. Whoa, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek won't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen onto the floor and everything, but every book on this shelf is in alphabetical order. But this one, the Mirage Express manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express manual is added to your inventory. Okay. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. That reeks of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, that is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I don't trust any books he's written. It's weird that it's even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet? You may not be wrong. I'm not going to talk to him yet. So many books on the ground. I wish I had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled out a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay. Something's always hidden in the trash can. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Gravity, are you sad that nothing's in the trash bin? No. I'm alright. Sure, I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash can bin we'll find. You really think so? Yeah, you just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Gravity, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Is it unconventional to want to look in a trash can for secrets? Was that supposed to be a compliment? Let's see. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some other countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Sapagania, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. It's, if you've ever visiting, be sure to stop by the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. The group knows everything and has been everywhere, haven't they? Table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfortable, so plush. Puts me in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Gravity, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I'd have 2 rings, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Okay, let's look at this arm. Aw, oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and let it do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. I guess I gotta talk to him now. Espio first. Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? I've made it up to space with a beloved antique. I made it up to space with my beloved antique face. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique vase I must now replace. That was more about a vase than about space. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it was just a poem. But if you drop a vase in space, won't it float? But it's my vase in space and I'm gravity. So if I drop a vase in space, it will fall. Anyway. He hasn't thought through it, has he? Talk. What'll it be? Can I have a poem about trains? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. I actually really like that one, liar. Huh? Okay, I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around for a little bit more? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbles, though I ignore the grumbly tumby, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs sunny. Oh wow, we don't serve eggs on the train though. My talent is wasted on you lot. I appreciate your poetry. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? That's not locked. Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. Alright, now let me interrogate. Fancy a poem? Start interrogation. I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Okay, what else? Never mind. Very well. What else can I look at? Oh. Hang in there. Oh, okay, gotcha. A chow hanging precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. The little chow hanging there refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. Sometimes it can be stupid though if you have wings. Fucking fly. That's beautiful. If this Shao can stick to his principles and find strength, then so can I. There's no way there was that much in that poster. Oh my gosh. It makes more sense if it's a kitten who can't fly, but you point out that he could fly, and it doesn't make him strong, it makes him stupid. Are you telling me, Tails, the fox that has 2 tails who could fly, that you would rather hang on to a tree branch and try and pull yourself up instead of, you know, using your skills and what you have to fly away? Anyway. Oh, brochures! They're travel destination ideas, like amusement parks, carnivals, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Yay. Gravity, look at this. There's a couple of maps here. These seem to be maps of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it! Yeah, overhead maps, you know, that whole genre of things people like. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha. Yeah, that's what's wrong with caves. Okay. Nobody shares my fun. I like caves. Spelunking is a fun word. I mean, not the like crazy people who try to squeeze into like very small spaces, but like caves in general are cool. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Fancy a poem? So, the 2 of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Gravity and I are here to confirm 2 things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio was really reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's it easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine and the saloon car, so I figured I'd check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car and found something and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was! Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till he's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Gravity, could you help me out? Alrighty, Gravity. What book do you think Espio might have been reading? I guess this one. A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Time to think. It's time to think. I got 40 rings. I'm good at this. 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 No! I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. Why is that red? I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I'm good at. No. 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 Oh. Okay. So that's what that's doing. Okay. That's telling me. You're both grasping. I knew it. All right. We got this, Gravity. Let's try again. Okay. I got this, 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 I got this. Okay, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. Okay, don't. Okay, I got this, I got this. And jump out of the way. Okay, got this, I got this. Look at me getting this. Okay. I got more than enough rings. I got the idea. I got to think. I can think. There are books scattered around the floor, sure. But the remaining books on the shelves are all in alphabetical order. All except the manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I wouldn't have you insulting my pal like the. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Gravity, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Let's go page 14, just in case he didn't get that far in. Okay. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms, during events that can perform a variety of tasks, and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Gravity, hit him with another one. Okay, which page should I choose? What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you can be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made that rule must have been over 65. Last one, Gravity. Let's see if Espio can get 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligence data producing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this one. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of compatibilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all that information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that? Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all the questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hardly sustainable despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Gravity? He's always putting me on the spot. Okay, Gravity, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone else who saw Espio reading. But what? Is it Shadow? The lock that supposedly Shadow has been placing on multiple Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what does this have anything to do with anything? We're up, Gravity. Let's get our argument together. Yeah, by collecting rings! Time to think! I'm good at thinking! I'm good at thinking. 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 I am good at thinking. I am very good at thinking. I'm good at thinking. I'm great at thinking. I'm good at thinking. I'm good. I'm awesome. Amazing at thinking. I'm good at thinking. I'm good at thinking. I'm good at thinking. I'm good at thinking. I'm great at thinking. I think so well. I think awesomely. Yes, I'm great at thinking. I'm so good at thinking. Yes, look at me being great at thinking. I'm so good at thinking. I make mistakes, but I'm still good at thinking. I did it! Okay. Why do I have 2 Dr. Peppers? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library card, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at that point. We know Shadow had to walk back to the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of a door opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? I don't know, man. I get really spacey whenever I'm focusing on something. Maybe he does too, especially when you're really doing something that you enjoy, and you're doing something that you enjoy and you're kind of engrossed in it, and then someone comes in and talks to you and you get pulled out of it all of a sudden. You're like, what? And you're accidentally a jerk. You see. I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow return from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors, and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Gravity. One that I would love for Espio to solve. I keep burping. Blech. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back to the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting and reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow reading? He's a chameleon. He can disappear. What should I do? Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I actually think Espio is telling the truth. Because he's a chameleon, so he probably disappeared. And maybe the thing that he's embarrassed about isn't completely that he was reading a book about trains, but he was reading a book about trains and he went invisible while reading it. I don't know, maybe it's an embarrassing thing for chameleons. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? The library map? Alright, now let me get my thoughts in order. Alright, time to think. Time to think. Time to think. Think. Ah, no. I felt so close. Let me give it another go. Okay. Think. I'm thinking so hard. I'm thinking so hard. I'm thinking. Ah! Are someone in the bathroom?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I don't know if I can. Ah! Oh, darn it. Ah! I need 2 more. No! Not 2 more! I needed 5 more! Alright. Let's do this. Okay, go. Okay. That was embarrassing. I got this. I'm good at this. This is something that I'm good at. I'm good at this. Oh, oops. Move too quickly. I'm good at this. Good at this. Oops. Yes! I'm good at this. Okay. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? Let me see here. If Shadow came in through this way, or Shadow came through that way. Probably here. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second that. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in that same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I feel like I was grasping, despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another part of alibis validated. Yay! Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Ruse and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give him back! And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for both of you. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick, tick, tock, goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. That doesn't rhyme. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective alibis. We're really doing this. Come on, Gravity, let's see what's next. Coming. Alright. Alright, I think I am done for right now, but I really want to keep playing. But I think I need to end here. Thank you for watching. I'm having fun. This is fun. I'm kind of sad that somebody is not actually dead, that Sonic's not actually dead. He might be dead. Might be. I'm having fun with these voices, too. I'm trying to differentiate my own voice and Tails' voice. I'm trying to make Tails sound like, are you sure you want to stay? You don't want to stay and look at all these books a little longer? Like a child, and then mine is just, I'm speaking. Anyway, thank you. Like and subscribe and watch my stuff. I hope I'm entertaining. Bye!